Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to which day is it? 18 of the 21-day success mindset challenge. We're almost at the end, and I have a really good one for you today. I know you're going to like it because I know that nearly everyone I speak to, my clients, the people that I work with, my students, my associates, people that I network with, people that I do business with, I know this is a thing for all of them and all of us. So today's success blocker number 4, and it is social media and comparisonitis, can't even say it, crippling your success, right? So these are two things, and they are so intertwined, and they are both so crippling. So let's talk about it. When we start scrolling social media, we all need to be, most of us need to be on social media for our business, right? Social media is an amazing platform for us to reach people, for us to inspire, to connect, build relationships, to build our brands. You know, there's so many positives and pros to using social media in your business. But what tends to happen is we can start veering off, like having a look to see what other people are doing, trying to model what they're doing, their successes, what's working with them, what's working for them, what isn't, what do we like? How do we want to come across? It's really good to do that. It's really helpful to do that to get us clarity. But what we can suddenly end up trapped in is a spiral of comparisonitis where we are looking at that person and we're getting triggered. And we're thinking, God, subconsciously, suddenly we don't feel so good and we don't know why, because subconsciously we're telling ourselves all sorts of stories. That looks like it's going to be really hard to do. I'm never going to be able to do that. I should be further along than I am right now. How many times have you heard yourself say that, right? The inner critic goes wild, comparing us to all these other strangers on the internet. And let's face it, we have no idea who they are. We don't know what their background is. We don't know what their struggles have been. We don't know what it's taken for them to get to where they are now, right? We don't know where they were at a similar time to us. And we're forgetting the fact that the only person we should ever compare ourselves to is ourselves, yesterday's version of us, right? Because the only progress that really matters is our own, in our own journey. So by looking at all these people, we either start building doubt, we start, like I said, the inner critic goes wild, and we can start negatively impacting our self-image, which is really key. A positive, empowering, aligned self-image that is aligned to our goals is absolutely key in ensuring that we take the right actions, in ensuring we're in the right vibration, in ensuring that we're operating on the right frequency so that we can manifest our income and business goals, right? So, but all the time we're saying we're not good enough. We should be further along. They're doing it better than me. I'll never be able to do it. And the more we do it, the more we repeat it, the stronger these beliefs are becoming in our subconscious mind, because a thought is just a belief that is thought over and over again, right? So the more we do this, the more we go on social media, the more we are buying into having a look at, and remember, guys, this is just one part of someone's life, a small part, the part that they want you to see. So we're making all these judgments, and like we're creating all these ideas in our minds about how picture perfect everyone else's life is, and it's making us look at ours, feel like a failure, make us feel really bad about our life, make us feel like we're not good enough, make us feel that we are nowhere near where we should be, and we're letting ourselves down, and we're letting everyone else down. And it can be a really wild roller coaster, and not in a good way, right? So we want to be really careful that if we are looking on social media for research to see what kind of trends there are, see what's working, see what we want to give a go, we want to be really mindful about not allowing these negative thoughts into our minds from ourselves, right? We need to be really on guard to make sure that we're not starting to tell ourselves stories without even noticing we're doing it. And you'll know, because use your emotions. The minute you feel bad, that's when you want to see, right, what am I thinking? What story and meaning am I creating out of this? Because your thoughts create your feelings. So if you're suddenly feeling bad, it's because you're telling yourself something that doesn't feel good. Another thing that can happen when we're constantly staring at other people's social media is, bearing in mind, we're all trying to work on our copy, on our sales message, on our messaging, right? And it's likely that they're improving all the time, and you're going to get some brilliant copywriters out there. So what can then happen is suddenly we start buying into their beliefs, the beliefs that they are trying to convey through their messaging. But they might not be beliefs that we had before, but suddenly we start letting them in. We start adopting them, and it makes us think that there's something wrong with what we're doing. So everyone's talking about their thing. Everyone's talking about their thing being the best, the greatest, how you have to have this in order to achieve X, Y, and Z. And if you don't have this, then you can't achieve X, Y, and Z. So this, if we allow that to come in to our subconscious mind as a belief, we start believing that we need a myriad of things in order to be successful. We're stacking all these beliefs of other people's, the beliefs they want us to adopt, right? So that we buy into their stuff. And I'm not dissing them at all, because it's a business and this is what we do. We're trying to message and communicate with the right people that need our thing. But just the danger is if we end up adopting all of these beliefs, then we're looking at ads coming in all the time. We're looking at other people's social media and we're saying to ourselves, I'm never going to get there because I need to do that. I need to do that. I need to work on this. That's what's wrong with my business. We're suddenly looking at our business for what's wrong, right? And what happens when you focus on something? It expands. So if we're focusing on all the things that are wrong with our business because we totally bought into that ad, that makes total sense. That post totally makes sense, totally resonate with that. Suddenly, from 10 different angles, we've just given ourselves a list of 10 things that's wrong with our business and 10 reasons why we can't create success now, because we have to go on and buy all these courses and do all these things, right? So this is another real danger of just really drawing in on everyone else's posts. So just be mindful of what you're buying into, and just always check in with yourself, like, do I believe this to be true? Does my higher self believe this to be true? Is this my intuition telling me this, or is this coming from fear? Yesterday's was about fear, right? Are we buying into the fear from the messaging of other people, or are we going to listen to what our intuition is telling us and allow our own inner guidance, our inner coach, and allow that, the law of attraction, our inner coach, to actually match us with the right person that we know is the next step for our business, that we know is the thing that we need to work on next. But just be mindful, if you are allowing all of these really powerful messages to come into your subconscious that are basically telling you you're not where you need to be, you're not going to achieve it until you've done this thing, then you could be really putting your success on hold in a massive way. What if you were to believe that so long as I feel in alignment, I know the right strategy, the right help, the right missing pieces will come my way? What if I lean on faith and the law of attraction, the way that all of this works, to believe that I will be given the pieces that I need? So my success is already done. It's inevitable. My goals have already been achieved, right? I don't need to buy into all this panic. I don't need to think I need to work on my messaging and my sales page and my this and my that. Of course, we need to work on all these things, but we don't want our minds flooded with the belief that because we haven't got them, hashtags, not hashtags, inverted commas, that's for the people on the podcast. I'm doing it with my hands, but you can't see clearly. In inverted commas, because we haven't got it perfect, right? Then we're telling ourselves that we're not going to get there. We can't achieve our goals. We can't create this success. What if you just flip that and just believed that it was yours and it was done already, and just let it, allowed it to come to you, allowed yourself to receive it, allowed yourself to receive the right things without giving your power up to everybody else's posts and on social media, okay? So that's another one. And of course, all of this leads to, when you are scrolling social media, you're allowing comparisonitis to really take over. You're really building imposter syndrome. You're really starting to build up on that feeling that, do I know enough? Have I got enough qualifications? Am I good enough? Who am I to be saying all of these things? If you already have an element of that, and so many of us do, and there's nothing wrong with you if you do, it's quite normal, by comparing to others, we are going to be making that stronger and stronger and stronger. And that will take over the actions that we take in our business. In fact, it will reduce the actions we take in our business. It will result in us having a fear of being seen, a fear of visibility, building doubt instead of confidence. It'll take a real knock on our self-image, because now we're incorporating imposter into our self-image. And why would we want to do that? You are absolutely perfect as you are, the very person that you are, the very nature that you are. You have so many skills, natural skills, spiritual gifts. You are full of untapped potential, that when you stop comparing yourself to others and you start believing in yourself and set the intentions to start unlocking the gifts that you already have inside of you that no one can do in the way that you can do. When you start believing in that and understanding your worth, you're perfect in every way. You're exactly where you need to be right now, right? Life is unfolding for you in exactly the way it needs to, in your highest good right now. So why do we need to compare? Why do we need to look at others? Remember, it's just a glimpse of their life. Even mine is just a glimpse of my life, right? It's only the parts that I'm sharing on social media. Like, we all have a whole array of other stuff going on. We couldn't share it all, could we? 24 hours a day. That'd be pretty intense. I feel sorry for the person that did that. That's pressure. But so look, it's only a glimpse into their life. Yes, they might be making all this money, but what did they have to do to get there? There is no overnight success. If someone's writing better copy than you, it doesn't, just notice it and think, okay, is that something that I desire? Because if I desire it, I can go off and start writing it. I can improve my copy. I can focus on that. It doesn't mean they're better than you. It doesn't mean that you're better than them. It doesn't mean that there's not enough pie to go around. There's infinite potential. There's infinite abundance. There's, just because someone seems like they're doing better than you right now, it doesn't mean there's not enough for you. There's enough for you too. There's enough for all of us. Right? And there might be areas in your life where you are absolutely trumping, and doing so well, and they're an absolute triumph, and you're forgetting that because you're looking at the one thing, the one measure from somebody else, and you're saying, I'm not good enough. I'm not where I should be. I wish I was further along. What's wrong with me? Imposter, failure, all the rest of it, based on this one metric, right? So let go of it. If you're going to go on social media, be really mindful of what you're doing on social media. Don't lose hours to it. Be mindful. Get on and get off, and then focus on you, your vision, your family, your alignment, your belief in yourself. Don't allow yourself to mindlessly scroll, because it's dangerous and it really can cripple your success if you buy into all the stuff and all the stuff that then goes on in your mind, right? So be mindful. You don't need to compare yourself to anyone. You're an absolute gem, and you're going to absolutely smash it. Your success is inevitable, so you no longer need to compare. You are not an imposter. You're exactly who you need to be for the people that need you right now. And as you grow and evolve and get better and better, you'll continue to spread your light, you'll continue to help other people, and you'll make more and more of an impact. It's all good. So let go of the social media obsessions, let go of comparisonitis, let go of imposter syndrome. It's all just mind-made, it's made up. Let go of it and focus on you, what you're good at, how you help your clients, and how you're so excited about making an impact and helping so many more people, because that, my friend, is all that matters.